Hello. Welcome to my first let's build YouTube video thing. I'm trying something new. I have basic intro. Oh, I'm Silver Dreamer. Welcome in. uh, basically, I primarily stream on Twitch, and I have a hand. I build building brick sets, Lego and otherwise. And I have a handful of sets that are kind of too small for like a single stream, so I had to do this plus some other stuff. And I figured, why not save the little stuff for like a YouTube video? I could just upload that, and you guys can get kind of like a taste of what it's like to hang out in the stream. So that's what we're doing here. I'll figure out a more succinct intro one of these days. But yeah, thank you for coming along for this experiment. Quick fit check. I am wearing the merch for my buddy Build Time 13. He's another building brick Lego streamer, and he is in Australia. He's a right good dude. So give him a follow also. I don't think he has a YouTube channel. I have no idea. But anyway, so we're kept this constructible or buildable Captain America from Lego, set number 76258. Yeah, 310 pieces. Should be pretty simple. For context, on my stream, we typically build anywhere between 6 and 1,000 pieces per stream. So this is pretty quick, all things considered. So we've got 2 bags here. There's bag number 2, bag number 1 in here. And then we've got instructions. Pretty straightforward. I'll probably build out of the book since it's here. During stream, I usually pull up the PDF from the website. I actually got a request to do a TikTok on where to find the PDFs. So one of these days I'll do that if you guys ever want to follow me on TikTok. But yeah, I'm kind of stressed about doing this, or nervous, I guess, because I prefer to have a conversation as opposed to do a full presentation. And so being here and with just me, no music, no channel point redeems, nothing, no chat to respond to. Am I going to be able to fill up the entire time it takes to do this build? I kind of have to, right? Unless I just scrap the idea. So if you're if you're watching this, I did not scrap the idea. Spoiler alert. Anyway, I've been racking my mind with what I wanted to talk about while I do one of these builds. Cause I feel like I have to I gotta give you some stories or something, give you some sort of reason to hang out here, or maybe you want to pick up this set and build along with me. I don't know. But if you're just kind of sitting there and you're like, all right, Silver, do something entertaining. This is what I got for now, and I apologize. It's not more. Gosh, my hair is getting completely in the way, but that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. If it gets real bad, I'll put my hair up. But in the meantime, also, I'm gonna just upload this raw, because you know how we do. No kidding. Well, you don't know how we do, but especially if this is your first video. Point is, I'm not gonna edit the video, and I'm hoping that that'll be okay. Because primarily, I don't want to. I'm also I'm not that good at editing. Sometimes I'll pull a clip from stream or from playing a game with people, and I can trim, but that's all I can do. I can't really do the add graphics and add cool things, add transitions and all that kind of stuff. The transition at the beginning of the video was just my like stream starting soon screen. I thought it would be weird if I just started the video with me sitting in front of the camera. But I don't have like an intro cinematic. Maybe I'll see if I can find someone to make one for me. Because that's kind of like the thing, right? You pull up other content creators' videos, and they have their like go-to cinematic that they play. Maybe I'll do that. Who knows? Maybe you know someone that does that. Anyway, yeah, so I've been streaming and building things for coming up on 3 years now. I've bought a new computer twice since then, because I bought a new computer to stream, and it wasn't very good. And then I got, how this worked? This is my third computer since the pandemic. I had a tiny computer that wasn't running OBS very well, and so I got a new computer to stream. There it is. And then I decided I wanted to try like gaming for a little bit to like switch up the content, because when you're building sets, if you're a fast builder, like I was, because I didn't have anyone in chat to distract me, you go through your backlog pretty quick, and then it gets real expensive real fast. And so I needed to kind of buffer my progress. And I figured video games would be the way to do it, because sometimes I get jealous of people who game for streaming, because generally you buy a game once and then you have like months worth of content off of that one game. I know that there's like battle passes if you're doing multiplayer stuff, and there's other expenses, DLC, monthly membership costs, blah 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 blah. But they're not as much as like model kits and building brick sets. For example, I like to build master grade Gundam, and those are like anywhere between like 50 and 80 a pop. You're not spending that on like within like 2 streams, you know. Anyway, we're not here to hate on other types of streamers, but I did want to incorporate some video games just to stretch the content a little bit. In order to do that, I needed a better computer. That's the whole point of that entire tangent. So a couple of my IRL friends went to PC Part Picker and picked some parts. And I said, okay, because I trust them. And then I bought all the pieces, and then they built it for me, and here we are. It's a pretty solid machine. It had a couple hiccups when in the first couple months, but I think it just needed to figure itself out. So we're good now. That's what's important. I just went to a wedding this last weekend. And it was my wife's good friend. And we ended up sitting with, it was like open seating. And we sat with an old high school friend of both of theirs. And she was asking, she does these like icebreaker questions to like get to know people and kind of like fill the quiet moments. That was pretty cool. She was asking like her when she first met me. She asked me, "So, what do you do for joy? What brings you joy in your life?" I was like, "Oh gosh, one of these people." Anyway, so I gave her my answer. I thought it was a pretty good answer. But it caught my wife off guard because she's not used to having these kinds of like randomly poignant conversations. Me, on the other hand, I have a channel point redeem on Twitch that will ask. I have a deck of cards that are like random get to know me icebreaker type cards. I've gone through, we're in the middle of the third deck, so we've gone through like 130 something cards. So I get asked these kinds of questions all the time, almost every stream. So that was fun. Where's this 2x1? Here it is. So that was fun. Yeah. Anyway, I wonder what kind of people are gonna find these videos. Man, I would love to post these videos weekly, but if I do, I'm gonna run out of sets real quick. So I need to figure out what a good cadence will be. What can I keep up with? If I did weekly, I'd be done within like 2 months. So if I stretch that out to every other week, then that's about 4 months. But as a YouTube channel, having an upload every 2 weeks is not fantastic. It's not a good cadence. But pretty soon, if you look at my channel right now, you'll see that there are, this is printed, cool. There are a couple of quote unquote behind the scenes, like raw recordings of podcasts that I have. It's called Hype is My Superpower. When I was doing that, we were really behind on getting the episodes edited and posted. And I didn't want to post the raw recording before the episode itself posted, you know? Felt weird. But we're catching up. We're only like a month behind. For transparency, we record once a week. So like we're like 4 episodes behind on posting right now. We used to be like 6 months behind. It was, it got bad for a little bit, but we've made some changes. I've made some pleas. And we are on a huge path forward. And I'm super excited about it. So once we're caught back up, because there was a time where we were, a couple of years ago. Once we're caught back up, I will start posting the raws again, like after the episode goes up. So I'm looking forward to that. So that'll be other content that'll show up on a relatively weekly basis. And then I think this could be the place where I talk about my obsession or fandom of Magic the Gathering. Because I don't really have anywhere on the internet where I do that right now. I've guested on some other channels, other Twitch channels, playing Magic, but I haven't done it on my channel. My channel's already pretty busy. I don't really, it's not entirely realistic for me to add in Magic. But I have some strong decks. I have some fun decks, not some ones that aren't like entirely the strongest things in the world. My cousin is a competitive EDH player, commander. And so he's been cheering me on and encouraging me to play. I kind of took an unofficial break for a little bit. I'm slowly starting to get back into it. So he plays competitive Magic. I'm not exactly, I don't really play competitive, but like if I'm gonna sit at his table, I have to have a stronger deck. I have a strong-ish deck. How's the focus? I just looked up and it's kind of meh. I don't know, so it'll be alright. Great first video. I thought it was in focus earlier, so I just didn't. Anyway, so I have a strong deck, but many people would scoff at my deck choice, because I run Krenko Mob Boss, and it's like goblins and competitive. It's not a thing, sir, and it's not. But I do get some wins here and there, and it's like my pet deck. I've been running Krenko for pretty much ever since I got into Commander. So I will always run it. It has proxies in it because I don't want to shell out the money for like Jeweled Lotus and Mana Crypt and all that other stuff. But perhaps maybe one day I will. We'll see. But as of right now, it's got like 8 or 9 proxies in it. But it is a super fun deck to play. I have other decks too. I don't know. I figure when I make a Magic the Gathering video, I'll put the Moxfield link in there. I don't know if I really need to do that now. But yeah. Well, we're done with bag 1. That wasn't so bad. I was able to talk the whole time. So, cool. Can I do that again? I don't know. But I have to. What else we got going on these days? So this set is not currently not retired. So I'll put a link to it. Full transparency, it's gonna be an affiliate link, which means if you want to go and buy this set and you click the link, I will get a referral credit, and Lego will think that I'm actually promoting Lego, because I've been affiliate for a while and I haven't really had a whole lot of referrals. So I would appreciate if you go and check it out. Or buy anything, really. It's not necessarily strictly only for this Captain America set. But my link will take you to lego.com. If you don't like Lego, I'll see if I can find it on on Amazon or something. But ideally, go to the source. Yeah. What else do you think I could put on for content? What else would you want to see? Oh, viewer who is clearly a devout fan and has thoughts and input on what I should be doing. Because you know so much about me, and you're like, you know what, you'd be perfect for this. Yes, you, and only you. Man, there's so many things that I want to do with content, but there's so much stuff that you can do that sometimes I get frozen by the amount of possibilities that are out there. Like I can, I've made a handful of videos on TikTok where I've replied to people and talked about Lego content and Lego building and intro to Lego. I feel like there isn't a lot of people who do intro content. So I did one. There's this girl, Gmazgul, I think is her name. She did a TikTok about how this is she built her first Lego set as an adult, and she's like, this might be my new obsession, but why are there all these extra pieces? She was freaking out, and she was talking about how it made her question her build, and she kept on going back looking for where she messed up and all this other kind of stuff. And then she also posted, she was like, and what the heck is this thing? The brick separator. And so I made a stitch. Couldn't remember the word. I made a stitch to her video, and I was like, hey, welcome to Lego, by the way. And they do extra pieces because that's just kind of what they do. They add in extra pieces of the unique and small pieces. These 4 were left over from the first bag, right? And so it's it's also a nice mental check of if you have 2 of the same piece left over, then you definitely miss something. Otherwise, keep going. You're doing great. And I showed her this stack of brick separators I've got. I was like, yeah, if you're gonna get obsessed with Lego, you're gonna get a lot of these. Welcome to Earth. And then someone commented on that video, and they're like, I've had missing pieces before. And I was like, yeah, that happens. And then I did a little tutorial on. Sorry, I made him sound angry and trolly. It's just literally all he said was, I've had missing pieces before. I don't think he was actually upset about anything. Anyway, I was like, so I replied to his comment with a video, and I was like, yes, this can hurt. The past can hurt. But Lego's really good about replacing missing pieces. So I did a quick little tutorial on lego.com on how to get those pieces replaced, because they'll send it to you for free. And that got a little bit of traction. And that was kind of cool. And it was like a week later, the guy replied to me. It was like, oh, "Thanks." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. You weren't upset. Excellent. Suspicion unconfirmed. Whatever. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway, he was happy that I posted that. So it occurred to me that there aren't really those kinds of videos out there. So I think I should do that, like how to pull up the instructions video. It's super simple, but not everyone knows how to do it. So why don't I show them how to do it? Idiots. We've all got swords. Yeah. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Ooh, looking for this piece. Here it is. Deadpool and Wolverine tickets just went on sale. BT Dubs. If you plan on going and you want a good seat, I would suggest looking into buying those tickets real soon. What is happening here? This goes like this. Yes. Okay. So, before y'all get in my comments about Deadpool and Wolverine, all the like millions of views that this video is going to get, know that I have not seen any of the trailers. With Marvel movies, well, I guess I should say with MCU movies, I don't go and look for the trailers because, in my eyes, they're spoilers because it's scenes from a movie that I'm gonna go see, and I like to avoid spoilers. And like, it's almost a controversial topic with some of my friends, because they're just like, "Dude, just watch the damn trailer." I'm like, "Yeah." It's like, if the trailer shows in front of a movie that I'm going to, I'm not gonna walk out, but I'm not gonna search the trailer out, you know. So anyway, I've seen, surprisingly, actually, I've only seen like 2 screenshots from the trailers, and that is wild. I'm really impressed with, I guess, the internet about that. So people just haven't been posting things, or they've been like nesting, like putting extra space, so you have to hit like see more in order to see what they're talking about. It's pretty cool. So I don't know much. I honestly, even though they're calling it Deadpool and Wolverine now, I still want the Hugh Jackman Wolverine to be like 15 minutes tops. Like basically a cameo. Because that would be hilarious. All that build up and all that hype for bringing Hugh Jackman back. And he's like in one scene where he's wearing that like blue and yellow suit. And then Wade leaves him in whatever reality they're in, or like he dies or something. I don't know. I think it'd be funny. Are they gonna do that? I don't know. Anyway, I think you can hear the licking in the background. That's my dog Cricket. She's a licker, especially when she first wakes up. She was taking a nap. So, my original idea with doing this YouTube stuff is that it was kind of just like, it was a gateway drug to get you to come and hang out in Twitch. So I'll probably talk about my Twitch an amount more than I already have, I guess. Like that'll be my primary focus. It's like, guys, go and hang out on my Twitch, because again, I hate doing presentations. That's what this is right now. I'm doing a presentation. And I would like to have a conversation. And I make that distinction when I go and teach classes. I teach financial literacy classes. My day job is I work at a bank. I volunteer and go and teach financial literacy classes. And I tell the kids, I'm like, hey, yes, I'm here to teach you guys about financial literacy. But I really would prefer to have a conversation, okay? So if you have any questions, please, please, please raise your hand. I want to make sure that what I tell you guys is catered to you. So, conversation, not presentation. YouTube videos, excuse me, YouTube videos, by their very nature, are presentations. And I'm not a huge fan, but here I am. I'm trying something new, so maybe you could try something new and go and follow my Twitch. See how that works? It works. I also realized while I was telling that story that I've spent zero time looking up at you guys, looking up at the camera. So, do I put my face in these videos? Do I remove the camera so it's just my hands? I don't know. Man. I don't know what the right answer is. Yeah, I guess it could be interesting if I was just a disembodied voice. Down the line, after I have a whole library of videos, we could refer to this video, the first video, where you could see my face. How weird would that be? I didn't even think of that until literally just now. You don't need to see my face to have me build stuff. Damn. Oh well, here we are. This is how they cheat the shield on his hand. That's kind of funny. I was kind of curious. I was wondering if he was gonna hold it. I mean, I've seen this kind of piece before. I'm just dumb. It's kind of creepy how they have these flesh color pieces. You know, because it's like Simpsons. You know, you're used to Lego flesh being yellow, but then they have a different color person, and you're like, ooh, what is this? Hashtag not my Simpsons. Anyway. All right, I can't do any dead air. Oh, you only can have the shield in his left hand. All right, I thought you were gonna be able to pick and choose, but I guess since he's only ever gonna have one shield, then it'd be weird to show his empty hand. Wait, though, on the back of the box, flashback. On the back of the box. Oh yeah. Back of the box, you can see the pin right there. Huh, alright. I really like that look, though. The look with the shield on his back. And him just posing like that. So I might be doing that pose. Uh, I have. It's on its way. I've ordered this building brick set. That is Captain America, but it's by a different company. It's gonna be probably taller and like a lot more pieces. It's like I think it's like 1,200 pieces compared to this is 300. And I'm going to have them standing back to each other. I'm really interested to see how that goes. So when that set comes in, it's not here yet. When that set comes in, I'm going to be building that one on Twitch because of the piece count. So you'll be able to see it if you come over. Yeah, so like, I gotta figure out what I'm doing because there's enough like set reviewers out there. If you haven't found your favorite set reviewer, I would suggest checking out the Jang. He's my favorite set reviewer. He's on Twitch. He's also, I guess he's got like 6 different YouTube channels. But if you look up Jang, just Jang, you'll pretty much guarantee you'll find him. But he's a friend of mine, and he's a fantastic content creator. I want to be more like him. One day. Alright. This is a weird extra piece. I don't usually do that. But it is done. I messed up. This goes here. That's a bare stomach. Alright. There you go. There you go. Very skinny. But like, pretty much. No, actually, the Spider-Men have a wider chest here. Venom's chest is like way out here. He's a really thick boy, but Cap is the start of a new age because also Ant-Man came out around this time, and he's pretty skinny too. And I thought when I was building this, I thought we were going to talk about some Captain America stuff, like story season and stuff, but I really didn't. I was just nervously filling space. How did I do this? I'm just kind of looking off in the distance. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I might put it on his hand. Sorry, I keep on looking. I have a bunch of Legos over there, and Captain America has a Marvel mech. The mech series that were like this big, and he has a shield. And I was trying to see if I could see him and where he's holding his shield. Because if his shield is on his arm, then I want to change it, but it's not. Alright. Haha. If I can cover his mouth, he looks a little more menacing. Sort of. Anyway, we'll figure out how to pose him. And he'll get up on the shelf. But that's that, guys. Friends, family, people, watchers, viewers, all that good. So that is set number 76258, the Constructible Captain America. I like it. I'm going to buy all of the Marvel Constructibles because I like having collections. But thankfully, I do like these. I like this series that they're doing. I would honestly rather these over the mechs. They can stop with the mechs. There's too many Spider-Man mechs. And now they've got like 3 Spider-Man. One of them is Miles, but they've got 3 Constructible Spider-Man. So it's also getting kind of out of hand. But it's fine. At least they're different suits. But yeah, so anyway, thank you for hanging out here. I have to figure out like an outro. I don't really have one, and I'll have to figure out um, like credits and stuff. I don't know, but for now, like we can go here because this is what I have up when stream is ending. So yeah, it's just a taste of what we do here. And yeah, how do you end YouTube videos?